All right, time for another deep dive. And this time, we're going deep, deep into the world of spas. But hold on, we're not just here to talk about cucumber water and fluffy robes, although who doesn't love those, right?
Right.
We're talking about the people behind the scenes, the ones who make the magic happen, the spa managers. You guys sent in some really interesting stuff from RoleCatcher about what it really takes to be a spa manager. So let's dive right in.
Yeah, it's funny. People think of spas and they think relaxation, tranquility, but the spa manager's job, not so relaxing.
No kidding. I was looking at these roll catcher guides and they really open your eyes to that. Like one thing that really jumped out at me, they said something like almost 60% of a spa manager's role is monitoring.
Monitoring, yeah.
Monitoring. What does that even mean? It's not just like making sure their aromatherapy candles are lit.
Yeah. No. We're talking way more intense than that. Think managing inventory, like those fancy massage oils, making sure your therapists, your estheticians, everybody's booked, keeping the schedule running smoothly, but also not overwhelming your staff. And then on top of that, you've got the budget to worry about.
It's like a three-ring circus with like essential oils and hot stones flying through the air.
Pretty much.
So it makes sense that the roll catcher guides also highlight coordination and critical thinking as like must-have skills. Sounds like you need to be incredibly organized and able to make quick decisions all the time.
You got to be on your toes, for sure. And it gets even more intense when you think about some of the challenges spa managers face, which these FAQs really get into. Imagine it's a holiday weekend, right?
Oh.
The busiest. Suddenly, you're slammed, double the bookings, a therapist calls out sick,
Uh-oh.
and you're running low on lavender essential oil.
Disaster.
Total disaster. You got to think fast, adapt, and somehow keep everybody happy. Your team, the guests, everyone.
It's a high wire act, that's for sure. And speaking of balancing acts, I really liked how the roll catcher guide broke down the career path. They have these career stages laid out, which I thought was really helpful.
Yeah, it gives you a sense of, like, the journey, right? You can see how you might move up in the spa world.
Exactly. You don't just go from like giving amazing massages to suddenly being in charge of the whole place overnight.
Not usually, no. Although, that would be kind of a cool story, wouldn't it?
It would, but for most people, it's a process.
It's a process. And these career stages, they highlight something else that's super important. Transferable skills.
Yeah.
Like, you might start as a spa receptionist,
Okay.
which, maybe doesn't sound super glamorous, but think about it. You're learning the booking system, how to deal with clients, the whole flow of the spa.
Right, right.
Those are skills that translate directly to management later on.
So even those early roles, you're kind of like building a foundation.
Exactly. It's a journey. Each step teaches you something valuable.
Mm-hmm.
And it reminded me, there was something else in the guide. They were really big on continuous learning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't just about like learning the latest massage techniques or anything, although, I mean, that's important too. They were recommending like actual courses and workshops.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Like they've mentioned one on, what was it called? Spa revenue management, something like that.
Spa revenue management. Yeah, I remember that. I was like, whoa, I never thought about that aspect of it. Like, there's a whole financial side to running a spa.
Oh, absolutely. You got to know about pricing strategies, yield management, forecasting, all of that. Because as a spa manager, you're not just, creating a relaxing atmosphere. You're running a business.
It costs money to make money, right? Or I guess in this case, it's more like it takes business smarts to create tranquility.
I like that. And speaking of the business side, these excerpts from RoleCatcher, Your Competitive Edge, this was interesting. They talked about how automated recruitment is really changing the game.
Oh, yeah. That part kind of freaked me out, honestly. I mean, you can spend hours on your resume, right?
Mhm.
Highlighting your experience with like hot stone massages and seaweed wraps and whatever.
Right.
And then it all goes into this void. These computer programs, algorithms.
Algorithms, yeah.
How can you possibly stand out?
And and this is cool. This is where RoleCatcher itself comes in. And it's not just about, giving you info. It's like they want to give you a leg up in this whole digital world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me more. I'm intrigued.
So imagine you could see what those algorithms are looking for, almost.
Like peek behind the curtain.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's kind of what RoleCatcher does. It helps you understand how these systems work so you can tailor your application, your resume.
So you're not just throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks. You're like strategically placing each noodle for maximum impact.
Exactly. You got it. You're not just another applicant lost in the shuffle. You're a savvy candidate who's one step ahead.
Okay, I love that. This deep dive, we've gone from like Zen spa music to a full-on strategic ops meeting.
All
It's
right.
really making me think about my own career path in a different way.
I love it. And, speaking of different paths, let's talk about the different types of spas out there. Because, we've been talking about the spa manager role, but the environment itself can be really different depending on the spa.
Totally. I mean, I think spa, and I'm picturing like a destination spa,
Yeah.
infinity pool, Himalayan salt sauna,
Yeah.
the works.
Right.
But then there's what? Day spas, medical spas, hotel spas.
So many. And each one is going to attract a different kind of client and require different skills from the manager.
So if someone's thinking, okay, spa manager, that's for me, they should probably figure out what kind of spa environment really speaks to them first, right?
100%. The guide even mentioned that, like, it's about finding a spa that matches your personality, your goals, all of that.
Yeah, like, do you see yourself coordinating like mud wraps and meditation sessions?
Yeah.
Or are you more into the world of, I don't know, laser treatments and post-surgical recovery? I mean, it's a big difference.
Huge. Totally. And, it's like you could be amazing at, like, I don't know, keeping track of all the seaweed wraps and aromatherapy oils, but then you walk into a medical spa
Totally different ball
and
game.
you're like, wait, there are lasers in here and injectables. This is way outside my comfort zone.
It's like those RoleCatcher guides were saying knowledge is power. The more you know about all the different sides of the spa world, the better prepared you'll be.
Right. And who knows, maybe this deep dive has got you thinking in a whole new way. Maybe there's a spa concept brewing in your mind.
Ooh, like your own dream spa.
Exactly.
That would be amazing to take all the stuff we've been talking about, the business side, the management skills, and your own passion, and create a spa experience unlike anything else out there.
That's what it's all about, right?
Hmm.
Hey, I think as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of spa managers, I hope that's what listeners take away from this. The spa industry, it needs passionate people, people who are excited to create these incredible experiences for others.
It's not just about like facials and massages. It's about creating a space, a sanctuary almost, where people can relax, rejuvenate, and just kind of be.
Exactly. And hey, maybe that's a journey you'll take someday.
Maybe.
Maybe there's a spa manager inside you just waiting to come out.